All right, for this market review, I'm just gonna do it live. Like, I'm not gonna have annotations, and the main reason for that is today was just a day that it's cool to not trade on a day like this. And although I could have like some annotations on this chart, and although I could trick myself in my brain and say, hey, there was a trade here, I really don't think that there was much here. And going on in the future, like this is a day like this is a day that me personally, I'm cool with just avoiding a day like this. Like look at the day that we had, and just maybe within your own trading, was a day that was just was really outstanding. Like, do you think that today just was high probability? I don't think so. For me, my personal conviction with how I personally trade, I don't think so. So I'm not gonna go in here, and I don't really. Well, obviously I'm gonna do my annotations, but just for the purpose of this video, I'm not really gonna do much of my annotations that I normally do because I really don't think that today was just high probability. The reason for that being is we had no high impact news, and also we were just on. If we go to the hourly chart, there's not really much structure that we have here. There's not really much market structure that we have here. Like, let's look at the hourly chart today. There was no expansion. We were just held within a consolidation. And yes, although like coming to the market, so, like it's not reasonable to say, hey, we're just gonna do absolutely nothing today. Obviously, there can be an expectation that we might do something, but today was just really lackluster. And the reason for that being, I think, is because we had no red folder news Monday or Tuesday. We've just sold off this big range here. We just had to have had a big range last week. We just had a big weekly expansion candle. So therefore, we are probably going to consolidate. Let's just zoom out to the weekly chart real quick. We're probably going to consolidate and probably put in this weekly SIBI here, most likely. But we'll see what happens. We'll let time see what's going to happen. But although my current bias is, I don't know. I'm pretty flat, and I always like to see what the overnight session does, 100%. But just by looking at this on the hourly chart, we have these equal highs up here, and we also have this daily SIBI that we could likely draw into. But just by looking how we reacted to this high right here, we swept this high, and now we've had a possible CISD. And I'm curious to see how we do close this candle here within 20 minutes. Will we likely want to draw to these lows next, or will we likely want to draw to these highs next, or this high? We've already taken a pool of liquidity here. We have used this imbalance multiple times here. We've referred to this multiple times. If you look at the bodies are holding this. If I zoom that out, and we've now taken buy a major pool or a bigger pool of buy side here, and now, in my opinion, I think that the more favorable draw is, I haven't really done too much deep analysis here, but I do want to see how we open tomorrow. But the bias isn't what's important today. Is I just want to go into the charts and kind of just more rationalize with myself, like, was today really high probability? And although, like, yeah, there can be trades here, was there anything that really popped out of the charts? In my opinion, not really. Not really. It was more of a difficult market to navigate today, and that's okay. That's okay. Come at peace with that, and I'm cool with that. I'm totally fine with that. I do want to note that dollar was in a sell program. Let's zoom out to the 5 minute, not the 1 minute. Dollar was in a original, where did market open? Dollar was pretty much in a sell program. We kind of consolidate. We took a major pool of buy side liquidity up here. So we took a major buy side liquidity pool, and then we kind of started spooling towards sell side here. Right at this point right here, we entered a buy program, and then we kind of consolidated through the close on dollar. And then we had this signature here. And yeah, like, the only things that I really want to note here, and the only things I want to make note of, is this delivery at market open. We came down, we swept sell side. We had an hourly order block here. Wow, it took me like all the way over. We had an hourly order block that we were holding, and that we pretty much defined within the whole day. Like, look at this order block here, and the fact that we've been within this order block and we're just failing to respond tells me that I think personally we're likely going to draw to this low tonight or tomorrow, and I think we could see this low and then this low, but that's just a soft bias, just because this order block hasn't had responsiveness like I would, and we've already taken buy side here. Ideally, I would like to see displacement through that high into these equal highs, but we have yet to get that. So we're like look at the look how many candles the whole every hourly candle was within this today, within this order block here. And then if we drop down, let's zoom out to the 5 minute, not get too caught up in the 1 minute. But originally, market opens, we take sell side liquidity. We have a stop rate here within this 5 minute order block here, as well as within that hourly order block. And then we get displacement. This imbalance holds originally. This imbalance holds here. It's 5 minute BISI. I know it's red. My apologies. We have this BISI here. And then we expand to buy side. We barely take buy side. Then we enter. We come back down, take sell side. Then we come up, immediately reprice to buy side. Then we come back down to take sell side. Then we go back within the middle of the range. So very well, seek and destroy conditions today. From this doing range high to this doing range low, we pretty much referred back to equilibrium of that range. So these are kind of just market conditions that, hey, if you took a loss today, or if you, like I took a loss tape reading today. I took a loss tape reading. I want to do that from now on. Just if I do tape read, kind of have a mentally note of what to kind of improve on. And it was within here. There really was not much here. Like we take buy side, and then we have a fair value gap in, fair value gap out signature there. And then we kind of see some displacement, but like we have this order block right here. We draw into, we respect, and then we reprice the sell side. That's like the only thing that I really see on the chart. I mean, obviously there's more. Obviously we have this volume imbalance here, and we have this order block right here. There's change of state of delivery, and then we deliver within that, within this 5 minute imbalance. After a stop run here, come back down to equilibrium of that range. Then we pull up to buy side. But like these are days when it, like I would say it's completely cool. It's completely cool. But actually, let's kind of cherry pick some more here. Here we have a balanced price range. We have a fair value gap into this PD array. And we immediately displace out of it. This now becomes a balanced price range. This now becomes a sensitive fair value gap. And we don't get any retracement. We just get straight repricing and buy side here. And once buy side is taken, we consolidate. And then we see some displacement here. We have an imbalance that gets respected there. Order flow is confirmed here. Look at these down close candles, down close candles, down close candles, and so forth. We have down close or up close candles supporting price. This is a stop rate, institutional order flow entry drill. After a stop rate, what do we have? We have displacement. Now this fair value gap gets respected, and then we displace lower, consolidate. Then we take this low here. We have a change of state delivery on the 1 minute. We have an order block there. And then the same thing, down close candles into this. Do we ever deliver into that imbalance right there? Oh, barely. We barely draw into this imbalance right here. This SIBI. We barely mitigate that. Come back down, and then we kind of consolidate, and then we have some whipsaw later today. I think someone had earnings today. That probably would make sense. But yeah, that was kind of just a little market review today. And I like for me going forward, I want to have like more psychology, like I would say that even though my technicals aren't there, doesn't mean my psychology can't be there. And I feel like that's like one of my kind of things I lean on is psychology. And I want to continue to have good psychology. I don't know, that was kind of random, but I don't like to edit my videos because then they're not real. I probably would have cut that out. I don't even know why I said that, brought that up. But anyways, I appreciate you, and I will see you all in the next one. And yeah,